Hello, Year 8, and welcome to week 8 of distance learning. This topic is all about medicines and health, and an introduction to a very important topic, especially in the news at this moment in time: drugs. Now, in today's lesson, what you'll find is it will be very, very useful to have page 42 of your Science Progress 2 textbooks open, and the topic heading on that page is 11.1 Medicines and Health. So I have placed a link to another video that I've got on the channel, and I'm just going to take you through that video now. I have placed some really interesting information about the current situation with drugs and how they are addressing the coronavirus problem that the world is facing as a pandemic. So what I'd like you to do is, as well as look at the information that I've placed in the orange swishes, I'd like you to pause the video at certain points so that you can read through the information that I have placed from the BBC News website on the stories about one drug in particular that's grabbing the headline, and that's remdesivir. So what's going to be important for you to really stay on top of this and to really consider that this is something that's a very, very important topic is for you to read the information behind, and also look at the extension information if that is something that you can stretch and challenge yourself. So normally drug companies are helping to save rainforests because many medicines come from plants, and at the moment what we're doing is we're trying to see whether drugs that are currently being used to treat Ebola, the Ebola virus, can actually be useful to try and reduce the recovery times for the coronavirus. So what you need to do is you need to be able to talk about what a drug is. So you need to define it. So I've got a definition that's just appeared on the screen. You also need to know that there are two different types of drugs. There are medicinal drugs and there are recreational drugs. And out of the recreational drugs, there are two additional different types. There are depressants and stimulants. Now, depressants and stimulants work in two different ways. The depressants help you relax, stay calm, and can make you feel sleepy. And I've put a UA link and linked it to alcohol as well. So it is forbidden for the consumption of alcohol in the general public. So it's forbidden for Muslims to drink alcohol, and I've put some information on there to link to that. Stimulants I've also put on there. Now there are legal stimulants like caffeine and nicotine, but there's also illegal ones like cocaine, ecstasy, and speed, and those are some of the stimulants that we're going to be talking about in future lessons. There are also painkillers as well. Those kind of like fit into the medicinal bracket. The last thing that the last group, if you want to think about it, is hallucinogens, and hallucinogens make you hallucinate. So they make you imagine things that are not really there, and they can lead to some confusion. So where you actually have depressants slowing the transfer of impulses from one nerve cell to another, stimulants speeding it up, hallucinogens can also work by upsetting the transfer of impulses between nerve cells. Remember, nerve cells are the connections that we have in our nervous system. And the brain and the central nervous system are all one system. So the brain is pretty much where we are able to recognize the signals and stimuli from the world around us. So we'll talk more in we'll talk in more detail about the legality of certain drugs and the illegality of certain drugs other drugs in a future lesson. So it's going to be not this week, but the week and the week after that. We'll be using 3 illegal drugs as case studies: cannabis, cocaine, and heroin. And the legal recreational drugs we'll be talking about are pretty much primarily smoking, though we will touch upon alcohol because it is consumed elsewhere in the world. So that pretty much summarizes it. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to watch the video, to pause the video when you can, when there's a little bit of information that you want to go through, and where there is information behind the scenes, like this information over here, I'd like you to read through that. And the way that I'm going to test you is with a quiz, and I'm going to put 10 questions in the quiz. I'd like you to make sure that you do your best to watch the video, to remember everything that is covered in the video, and then when you're comfortable in doing the quiz, have a go at the quiz. And please make sure that you submit the quiz before the Thursday deadline. It's going to be 3 p.m. and make sure that you submit the quiz for that deadline. Okay. I look forward to seeing you again on Sunday in our Google Meet. On Sunday, as it is week 8, we will be talking about what we covered in week 6. So we'll be reviewing work from week 6. Look forward to seeing you there. Take care of yourselves. Stay at home. Stay safe. Hope if you are fasting, hope that the fasts are going well. Hope you're not getting too tired or feeling too thirsty within the day. Make sure that you understand that we're all going through it and we're all enjoying this blessed month together. Okay? Take care. Bye for now.